Did you learn that tablespoons were 3 times bigger than teaspoons by overdosing on turpentine? Of course you didn't. I did that. That's why I'm the health guru, not you. I'm going to help 5 people right now if you don't mind. So you may have noticed that my haircut is awesome, and I did do it myself. Thank you for noticing. I was in the bathroom the other day, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going for a mohawk. Why not? So we started shaving. It was weird at first. I left a lot of corners up in the top. So like we have since sculpted the rest. We shaved off a hairline or two. Look who just saved $7. Me. I did. So if you ever have a question, post it down below. You have the best chance of me seeing it within the first couple hours after uploading a video. Then I see it for sure, because eventually I step back. It's like, okay, that was enough unsolicited advice from vegans. And, oh, you know fruit-based is the truth. It's the truth to nothing. But you have to be careful refeeding after a 1-day dry fast. A little bit. I wouldn't like break it with crackers or something, but I just always drink my electrolyte mix. My new thing is 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of potassium bicarbonate. I'm experimenting with increased potassium to see if that does something. So far so good. And then 1/2 lemon in there, 1/4 heaping teaspoon magnesium, little stevia drops for flavor, camu berry for the vitamin C. That's what I break it with. So like when I wake up, I've dry fasted 36 hours. We're good to go. I drink that. And then usually I'm drinking more electrolytes. And then what I've been doing is having a tiny fruit meal once a week, the day after a dry fast. If any time a fruit didn't hurt me, it would be after a dry fast, completely depleted. I've just killed off a bunch of bacteria. I'm now like starving for anything. Hydrating fruit, it could be good. So I had 3 apples last time. Not bad. I might do it again. I've heard people say you don't want to have salt after a dry fast because you're just going to suck it up and hold on to so much water. What are you going to do, man? Like I'm on carnivore. It has to be kind of high salt. So I just go for it. I don't care. And do my legs swell up? Probably, but I'm a balloon boy in this bitch. My understanding is that on carnivore, it doesn't matter if the sweet food has 0 calories because it still sends a sweet signal to your brain, which kicks you out of ketosis, in turn tells your body to produce insulin. Thoughts? I've heard the theory. Are we that stupid as a body? Do we start producing insulin the second we taste something sweet? Because there are sweet things in nature that don't require, like what if you eat one of those miracle berries? And it's like, oh wow, meat tastes sweet now. And your body's gonna be like, better produce insulin. We're stupid. Let's send construction workers to a plumber's house. There's probably a very obvious answer due to science, and people have already tested this. Just, I don't care about the science. I like stevia in my drink, and I don't care if it kicks me out of fasting or gives me 1 molecule of insulin floating around, and then they're like, oh, there are no carbs here. Whoops, back to work. And the insulin goes back home or something. How do you know? It's gonna like, oh my God, and then it lowers your blood sugar. Are we that dumb? So like, am I breaking my fast with that electrolyte drink because it tastes kind of sweet? Little coconut stevia flavor? Probably. I don't care. I feel good after drinking it. I'm not here for the ultimate fast. When I dry fast once a week, then I get more autophagy. Throughout the day though, electrolytes. I don't care that I'm fasting or not right now. I feel great and I'm drinking yummy things. And I feel pretty hydrated and I'm going to continue to do it. It's right down there. But the body has many uses for insulin. It can be a good thing. Like insulin helps you build muscle. It's the storage hormone. You store things safely for later, and it's not all bad, and sometimes you need it. A little carnivore insulin spike lets you hold more electrolytes. It's like, it's a good thing, so don't be panicked. A little stevia is gonna, oh no, it's not gonna defeat you. Leg cramps on carnivore for me. Tried electrolytes to no avail. How did you overcome the cramps? They do suck, don't they? I've had it so many times in the beginning, even on vegan keto. I would just stretch at night and then my calf would lock up. And I felt it once. It was hard as a rock. I was like, what the? And it was so painful. It was like, ow. And then it will release. It's a bunch of crap. So like, I don't get them. I think it's 100% magnesium. Even though you've tried electrolytes, you might be unbalanced somewhere else and you're losing some other electrolyte somehow. But you might just have tried like an electrolyte mix. Those usually have the tiniest amount of magnesium, not enough, not even close to enough. But it also depends what you're eating. Some people say carnivore and they're eating Spam and eggs and drinking coffee for breakfast and God only knows what is a chicken-based diet. If you're eating mostly just ruminants, boom, lamb, beef, you're hydrating with actual electrolytes you make yourself, not the overpriced element. There's so many variables. Your protein could be too high. You're not drinking enough water. You're drinking too much water. You think like you're so thirsty and you're drinking like a gallon of distilled water a day. You're not holding any electrolytes. I find magnesium seems to be the one for leg cramps. And you could try potassium, but I think it's the magnesium. Do you ever cheat with carbs, sugar on the carnivore, and how long have you been a carny? I do, but not as much as you'd think. So like we just experimented with a little fruit and meat type of stuff. It was a small amount, just having some strawberries once a day. That effed my face. I was like breaking out in a rash. I'm still Googling keto rash on the forehead. I still haven't fully figured that one out, but so yes, I've dabbled, but I've been 1 meal a day carnivore since October 29th. So it's almost 6 months at this point, with a little small deviation to fruit and meat for a little bit. And now I have fruit once a week for now. Might just abandon that whole thing. We'll see what happens. But so far so good with one tiny fruit meal a week after a dry fast. Other than that, I have been having xylitol gum for the tooth decay. I feel like it causes tooth decay, if anything, and I'm addicted to it. So I had my last piece yesterday. Never again. Just no more. No mints, no xylitol, anything. I have a bag of xylitol that I might do xylitol pulling for the teeth, and that will be that. But like, I don't add things, just the stevia in the electrolytes. It's a sweet taste, but insulin doesn't care about that. Insulin enjoys being woken up for a bit. Like, hey, we got something to do. Oh, we don't know. And it goes home. Doesn't that make sense, though, that even if you tasted something sweet, the body would produce insulin, send it, and then not find any sugar, and then go back home? Like, you think just, oh, we produced the insulin. It's over. It's gone. We can reuse it. Recycle your insulin. But honestly, the stricter I am on carnivore, the faster I heal. So like these little deviations have done nothing but slow down my face from the ultimate teenage girl skin potential. So it's like, cannot believe we're still suffering with a rash on my forehead. It's not even acne anymore. It's a literal rash, like a heat rash, a baby rash. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's ketones. You're sweating. It's fungal. I don't know. There's a lot of theories. Dr. Berg made a video. Oh, it's a bile deficiency. That's why you have the keto rash. Yeah, then your next video says, oh, it's a B2 deficiency though. Whoops. Which one is it? He's never right. He just has all these vitamins. Oh, take this supplement. It never helps anyone, I think. All right, last question. Why one meal? If you're eating so healthy, can you eat the same foods 2 or 3 times a day? Is there a difference? The difference is huge. It's not even close. It's just fun. I love waking up and just hydrating throughout the day and going wherever I want for many hours, having all the energy I'd ever need, and then worry about eating once. It's a one meal, and then it's a fun, huge meal. If you're eating 2 or 3 times a day, that's multiple insulin spikes, depending on what you eat. Lots of worrying. What am I going to eat? And you get obsessed. You're like, oh, I'm going to have this breakfast. Okay. As soon as you're done your breakfast, you're like, what's for lunch? And you're thinking of lunch and dinner. And what if you leave the house? You have like a couple hours to, oh, I need a snack. Bringing water bottles. Go home. Our entire world is obsessed with eating as much as possible. And people are doing breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Where's the fasting and the waiting and the love. Just eat as little as possible. That's my goal. How little can I eat today? And then fasting once a week for a full day, it's like, okay. And then I have 6 days of refeeding. And can I eat even less on those days? How much do I need? Little is better. And I'm still like strong. I'm still the same weight. I'm lean and fun. Fun and lean. So 2 to 3 times a day is just, it's not only too much eating, too much going on in your gut, especially with the plants. Gross. All the fiber, 3 times a day fiber. How many times do you poo? 7? I don't like the math on that. But there's been many studies showing like you take any diet, you condense it down to one meal instead of spread out, and everything improves. Your hunger signals, like you lose weight, you gain muscle, boosting your growth hormone, like everything is just, yes, of course, if you can do that, 1 meal a day, that's all you need. Everybody does 3 meals a day. Like, you want to be like the plebs of our society? Just, oh, I'll do whatever the government tells me. Don't forget to eat with your masks on. Just hold it up and back down. Then you're safe. Who cares where the fork goes after? Someone's going to have to clean it with like bleach or something to save the world. I get you, but I've helped so many people today. I'm a guru. And it feels good, and feel free to post your questions down below, and I will try to save you from yourself next time, after you thumb up the video, of course. Thumbs down if you're taking a bath right now with a raccoon. That's not advisable, is it? You're probably going to get dirtier than you were when you started. You could only add fur, microbes, and fleas to your bath, and you really think he's not going to splash you? Raccoons love to splash. Oh, I'm just going to take a relaxing bath with my raccoon? Said no one ever. You're just going to lay there, oh, I'm going to stay still and calm with candles. The raccoon will also probably stay calm. He won't. They love to splash. You're getting splashed with fur. A fur splash. I'll leave. How you doing? Subscribe for more videos. See you next.